Morning. Having my geisha cafe again. I was planning on trying out that counterculture coffee that I grabbed, but I wanted to give it a taste. But I'm just not in the mood. I want my stuff because I deserve my favorite. I had to work. I didn't have to work. I volunteered to assist people with something last night because didn't have the proper shit, and I had to go fill in for them. And yeah, missed out on my nice relaxing day that yesterday was supposed to be. Big whoop-de fucking do. Not really a person to complain about stuff like that. I think it's whining about things is pointless. But yeah, still reward myself. Got a nice things today. I gotta go shopping. Cutting up the last bit of my fruit right now. But I'm gonna be getting the stuff to make my millet fritters because I actually like my millet fritters. Didn't like the millet porridge. It was absolutely phenomenal flavor, I must say. It's basically a dessert. Even it was a Whole Foods recipe that I invented, but it's actually pretty freaking healthy. But in flavor-wise, it's a dessert, but it tastes like eating baby food. I just, yeah, I hate it. I don't like that. So, yeah, something can be absolutely phenomenally delicious, and I just don't like. I don't like warm cereals. It's unfortunate. Because it's something you can modify so easily. But whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna make my fritters, make my bowls. I like millet still. Just porridge isn't my thing. But definitely got a lot of shopping to do today. Because I got that. Got to get some shrimp for the chickpea salad. And I'm going to be making for someone else. The fritters. Gotta get some stuff for the royo egg muffins. And of course, my own personal food, which is just grabbing the fruit, some ground elk, kale, spinach, all that good shit. But yeah, no, I've been thinking about that the workout stuff I was thinking about yesterday. It's like how moving your life forward in a dramatic way. Those of us who have had dramatic changes, yeah, they usually seem to almost all come from negativity. Because if something was so negative that it motivated you to do something crazy. But no, but I did think about it, and it's like, no, I've come across examples of plenty of people who have developed healthy habits and who have gotten in better shape and all that stuff without negativity. They just didn't do it as extremely. Usually not as quickly. Maybe the end results weren't as extreme. But yeah, there are plenty of examples that I have come across of people who did just fine. So no, it's not absolutely necessary. But it does seem to be that what is it? Something anterior singular cortex or whatever. Like your willingness to do shit that you don't want to do. My apologies. To do things that you do not want to do. Your ability to push yourself and develop. It seems to, from research, have a impact on people's longevity. So, maybe being willing to be a nut job who pushes beyond reason is positive. I don't know. But, it's not necessary by any means. Somebody can be a completely average individual who just does something because they want to. They don't have to make themselves into a lunatic like me. But yeah. I did put a lot of thought into it because I was just thinking about, do you need to have tragedy? No, you don't need tragedy. I do think it's helpful though. It's, negative motivation is incredibly effective. Positive motivation is also incredibly effective for some people. But no, I just personally respond to negativity better. It's unfortunate. I would like to respond to positivity. That's a goal of mine. It's a difficult goal to manage. But I will keep working on it every day. So, anyway, I ain't got nothing else. Just gonna do some chopping up. I don't know. I guess I could ponder about some things. It's just like, this just seems like a random thing to mention though, but I had misunderstood something. It was about those people who do the paleo diet. I thought that they were just big about non-processed. They wanted to avoid processed foods. And that was what the point was. And my millet, I was like, oh, you could eat this porridge. You could have it, even though it tastes like a dessert. It even fits like a paleo diet. And I got corrected. I was like, no, because it has things in there. And it's like, oh, well, you got cacao. And I'm like, yeah, but it's 100% cacao. It's literally, look at the ingredients. It's one ingredient. Every single ingredient in the dish, when you look at them, they all have one ingredient in them. They're singular ingredient, things. And they're like, yeah, but that's not the point, apparently. These paleo diet people, they want to go back in time. They don't like grains either. Like, I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, no, having the millet, they'd say that doesn't count. I was like, wait, okay. Cheese. They have evidence that cheese has been being produced for, 7,000 years? That's how far back, okay? And somebody's going to tell me that, oh, we need to go further than that. That's just, those people were too privileged. They were too developed. We need an even older diet. Like, okay. People have been harvesting grains and processing things for so fucking long. Goodness gracious. Why are you guys insulting Prometheus so much? The guy gave us fire, had to go suffer. And what happens? You say, fuck that. No. We want to eat like, no, not our ancient ancestors, no, who did actually develop things. No, we would like to eat like a chimp. Say, okay, well, you go enjoy that. I didn't realize just how ridiculous the whole paleo thing was. And that people are just lying to themselves, it seems. Having a whole foods diet, I 100% support. That is fantastic, but I didn't realize. I assumed that's basically what it was. You know what they say about assuming. So, yeah, no, I did not realize that was a thing for a lot of these people. Interesting. Wow. Taking things too far. But then again, I take certain things too far. Before I go do my shopping, I'm gonna go to the gym and work out and then go shopping. I don't need to do that. Dude, yesterday was supposed to be a rest day, and yet I did 1,800 steps, and I did my mobility plus, and I worked a whole shift, moving things around, and was on my feet for over 18 hours that day. Like, people would say that's not a rest day. You still haven't had a rest day. And I was like, yeah, I know. Doesn't matter. So what I do, I didn't get to have my proper sleep. I didn't get to, because I agreed to do a shift at night, even though I normally never do. I refuse to work in the evening to fuck up my sleep. But because the person who needed my help I care about, I decided to help them out. And I must say, it sucked, because I didn't get to lay down in bed to go to sleep until 11:30. They're like, yeah, but yet you still got up at 4 a.m. It's like, yeah, it's because that's when my brain wakes up, and that's when I get up. Consistency. I don't have a choice in the matter. You do it, because that's the mindset that I have. Not going to say it's the healthiest. Not going to pretend like it's one for everybody, but it's what I do. So maybe I shouldn't be too hypercritical of these paleo people. We've all got our extreme audits, things, and I'm not going to pretend like mine has, there's positives to it, but there's definitely the potential for negatives, health-wise, so, oh well. It's such a phenomenal cafe. But anyway, I ain't got nothing else for you. I'm gonna let you go now. But yeah, you have a good one, or a bad one. I won't tell you what to do.